You're welcome back to this segment again. How has it been? Interesting, right? Yes, I take that. It is a yes. Okay, now talking about the financial aspect. Who loves to be a teacher in Nigeria? I'm just imagining you just have children in the class and you say, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? I don't think I have heard any child say, I want to be a teacher. But let's hear if that is a different experience right here in the United Kingdom. All right, Debbie, tell us, continue on the difference between the teaching as a profession in Nigeria, back home, and here in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, that's it's interesting that you say that, because my dad used to, because he was a teacher, my mom also was a teacher. Back then I can remember they could go for like sometimes 3 months, sometimes 4 months without pay. So the government will owe them their wages. Government will owe them their wages. Which was really bad. I don't know if that still happens back home. So because of that, so when we wanted to perhaps go to school, then my dad would say, but we've not been paid. And you could see the pain that in the man, that he can't really give his children what they need to go to uni, to school, because they've not been paid. So he used to tell us then that none of you should think about being a teacher. So each time I hear that ring in my head, because I'm like, even if I had a thought of saying I wanted to be a teacher, I just remember that Daddy said nobody can be a teacher, because of course we could see it firsthand. There's needs in the house. The needs cannot be met financially because teachers had not been paid. So I think then my dad used to augment in different ways. So we had farms and got people to help in the farm. So we had food, but we didn't just have cash, because sometimes you don't get paid. So coming from that background and coming out here, and of course I think again my dad never saw far enough to know that his children might one day travel abroad, travel out of Nigeria. So that's why he kept saying nobody should be a teacher, because if being a teacher in Nigeria might not be as lucrative as being a teacher here, if he knew we were going to travel, he probably would have not said that. But coming out, I always had it at the back of my mind that I would not be a teacher, because I didn't want not to be able to provide for my family financially like that. So but here, whereas here the teachers here, they get paid well, they get paid good money, and so they are excited, they're interested in being teachers because they get paid good money. So the teachers here, as opposed versus the teachers back home, because they don't have so much experience in being a teacher, they haven't been trained to be a teacher, I think that they just kind of take whatever is offered them. So I've heard of some teachers out of university and becoming teachers in primary and secondary school, and they get as little as 50,000 naira a month, or even 40,000 naira a month.
Even 25.
So there you go. I don't know how anybody can live on 25,000 naira a month. You have a family to cater for, and if you are the breadwinner,
that's just like a joke. Very unrealistic.
That's really unrealistic for me. 25,000 naira a month, that will not go very far. So maybe that's why you say a lot of people back home don't want to be teachers as well, but a lot of people do it out of the necessity to be earning anything at all rather than not earn something. So
Well, what about meaning the teachers right here are very well paid? It is like a profession. Is this a profession like any other? Is that what you're saying? So a teacher financially can measure up with someone working in the bank.
Oh yeah, certainly. Teachers here, they get treated so well. I'll say it's like they enjoy being teachers, and it's like a profession for life. And of course, they measure up with any other standard of work. Be you engineer, IT consultants, they measure up. They don't lack anything. Like head teachers here, I can't remember the figure, but I know they get paid a lot.
Oh, beautiful. So even the children, the people who actually aspire and say, I want to be a teacher.
Oh yes,
they see their there are teachers driving Porsche cars,
Oh, yeah.
and though they are not having a second side business, this is just all they do.
Yes.
And during the summer, the teachers go on vacation, go here for summer holidays, and their children are living comfortable life. They could afford any lifestyle, and then the children will gladly say, I want to be a teacher.
A teacher can afford any lifestyle they want here in the advanced world. They measure up with any profession. So even the children aspire to be teachers right from even primary.